Hello, this is Longest Day, and we're looking at GT versus BC, Dublin, Ireland. This is the third series that I'm doing for this particular game, and one of the highlights and features of this series is we're looking at Dedrick Mills, which is an outstanding player. We'll be looking at Marcus Marshall, a really talented player, and you'll get to see some of the same plays run by those two different B-backs. The B-back is this position right here. And this is right before halftime. And I wondered why CPJ was running these dive plays. And I think he was just trying to see what we could do in setting up the second half. One thing I want you to notice, we can beat these guys on the line. You know, number one defense, our guys are still, when we're doing and executing what we're supposed to do, we drive these guys off the line. So let's go ahead and run this play right here. And you can see it's just a dive right here. We'll go ahead and let this play out. And you can see we made some decent yards. I think it's about 5 yards, I do believe. We'll go back and look at some of the blocking. So first of all, you can see right here, the A-back is taking this guy. All right. The second thing is, right here you can see the center is taking his guy. Both of them blocked pretty well. And you have 3 guys going after the second level. Right here, here, and here, all 3 of them. You can see the B-back goes through the mesh and is able to kind of ride somewhat right here on top of this guy, right behind this B-back. Falls on the pile. So pretty good blocking. You know, everybody did their job. There is this is perfect side of the field to run on right here. Excellent side. You can see we do pretty good. All right, let's go to the next play. Again, it's going to be the same play. Let's see if they line up significantly different. You can see it's a little different lineup. You know, this guy was more right on top of the center. He's no longer there. They're kind of lined up slightly different than they were before. Well, he kind of moves back. So he's moving back over to where he was. Let's see what happens this time. Okay, what I believe happened this time is this guy's kind of jamming this guy, keeping him from going to second level. So that's changing a little bit. We do get a guy through right here. We do have a lot of people headed to the outside right there. So right there. So here's the mesh. Here's the A-back. Let's see who he goes for. He's going for that guy too. And last time he went through a hole right through here. He followed right through here. This time he's kind of going more to the outside. And you see he does a great job pushing through. You got a lot of hands on him, a lot of people touching him, but yet he's pushing through and he's falling forward. And look at that. All right, first down. That's what you want to see. It's kind of what you've seen from Lasky, able to take more than that first contact. Something that he's kind of doing of days. Those days would bounce it outside too. So the guy has all his arms around him, but he's not actually tackling him. So let's see here if anybody is, definitely, he beat that guy up. He did pretty good right there. Let's see if we can see anything else going on. We have great backside right here, cutting off on the backside and trying to get downfield. And he's looking for somebody else. That's excellent. Excellent play right there. All right, it's the last time we'll go through that. We'll see what the next one is. So they measure the ball here. That was halftime, but we're going to see this last play here. So last play. Let's see here. Just basically another dive. I don't know where it starts out at, but you can see he makes the first down. Everybody's winning off the line. These 2 guys are taking this guy. Excellent. Way more than the first down. So there's halftime. That was Dedrick Mills. We're going to fast forward here to the next series. If I can find it here. Made that play right there, that long touchdown for BC. And we want to be right here. Okay. So now, instead of Dedrick Mills, we got Marcus Marshall in here. we're going to see what this looks like right here. So first of all, I think this is very similar. This guy might be shaded a little bit more on the inside. It's hard for me to tell. Um, this is a little different. We're taking him head up right here. It's hard to tell. It looks like he's right off of him. He got this A back. Remember last time he was kind of coming on the outside and this guy was going on the inside. It could be the alignment of these defensive linemen, but you can see this time he goes on the inside right here. This guy's pushing out. So pushing out. We have the guard right here taking this guy. You know, last time he was pushing through, but now you can see the center. So this where this guy's lined up, the center is going by him. He's going for the second level right there. Kind of goes by his target there by a little bit. So let's see what happens. What the A-back does. A-back goes in there, takes his target out. And then what you have here is Marcus Marshall pushing on through, and a little bit more than 5 yards. Almost made it through there. Excellent play. Oh, made it 6 yards. We'll go ahead. We'll play this one out, let you see what it looks like. All right, another dive play going to the other side. Right there. I think he made that first down. That ball looks like it's over the line. Maybe not. But we'll go ahead and see what's going on here with the blocking scheme. So we're going to the other side, so we'll get to see how the other people are doing. So in this one, you can see right here, this guy is going to take the outside guy, does a great job. You got Will Bryan here doing a great job on his guy. Number 2 is also a beast. That guy did excellent things in this game right here. And to take him on head on like that, that's a great job. So both guys pushing out. So the lane actually ends up being on the inside. It depends on where these guys are blocking and what leverage this guard can get, where the B-back ends up letting him go. It goes great. These guys right here. This guy isn't able to get to his guy. He's going through a different alley. But great right here. Great push. All right. Ooh, that was close. This is the kind of football we're used to seeing. And if you notice what's going on, dive. Then another series where we're just diving and diving. And look, I want you to look what's going on. Look at this. Where's everybody at? Everybody's starting to bunch up in the center. This is where we're moving the ball. So they're bunching up in the center. So we'll see what happens here. Another dive. We take him on right here. 2 is back on the other side. They moved him back on the other side for some reason. And Will Bryan's taking this guy on the outside. The A-back's trying to do his thing. And we really kind of run into our own guy right here. And you'll see on another play, you're supposed to go through this area right here. Now, I'm not sure why, if you look here, this guy on the outside, we blocked a little differently. If you look, this guy kind of walks up on the line, I think, at the last second. But let's go back and look at that previous play just really quick. Right here, you see this time? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in the line. Look what happens here. I'm not sure what changes or where he's shaded and what changes things. It could be, we'll look at the center to see where the guy who's over the center, where he's shaded. And you see block there, this guy goes on the outside. So it's a little different. It could be because it's just 1 yard they're trying to get. But let's see what's going on here. 3rd and 1. This guy, is he over the center? Nope. This guy over the center? Nope. They're on each different sides of the center. It could be the alignment. And you can see right here, this guy hits this guy. He's going downfield. And this guy is supposed to be blocked. I'm going to bet by the A-back would be, but he's not targeting him. So we end up going through our guy right here. This guy's coming in. You can see we still make the first down. I guess what's supposed to happen is we're supposed to get enough push right here in the center that we can just make that first down. That's number 1. All right, go to this next play, let you see what's going on. Just a little pass play right there. Number 2 is a beast. Does a good job defeating his block there. Nothing really to talk about when we pass it out. We'll look out over here and see what's going on. It's got the ball. You got to run, and he just pushes through. Smelter had a great, first step after catching the ball, and I think that's key. Make your step and go. But 5 yards. Take it. All right. We'll walk through this next play. Let's just see what it's going to be. It's another dive. Look at that. Another dive. All right. We'll see if we can see some blocking here. If you see this time, you can watch, and we take this guy right here up the center. Everybody's hat on hat on the left side. We have the center firing out right here to come to the second level. We have the A-back coming through, same as last time. If you remember last time, we hit our own guy right here. We hit right here. You see right now, there's just a little bit more room, and that leaves enough room for him to squeeze by, but this guy gets a hand on him, trips him up. So, one of the things I would say Diedrich probably does, there's a play where Diedrich runs and he's able to make some yards after someone trips him up, but he's able to keep his feet a little bit better. So that might be something that Coach Paul Johnson has seen in practice, just being able to keep his feet. But one thing I noticed about Marshall, he just seems to be really quick through the mesh, and he's got some speed right there on the takeoff. Now he's upset. He thinks if he could have stayed up, if he could have got by that guy. Now I'm assuming that guy is supposed to be unblocked, depending on how they line up everywhere else. Now look at this. What do you see here? They've been dive, and so they're all on the inside. So this is going to set up this play. This is what you want to do. You set up the dive, and then you do this right here. You do a little rocket toss. So right here, great right there. The other thing you're doing a rocket toss away from this guy. You don't want a rocket toss on 2's side. He is a beast. So right here, both of these guys do a great job. And then if you want to see a great block, watch this guy right here. This is beast mode on our side. Quay Cersei right here just slobber knocks that guy. Right there. I love it. We'll play it again. Bam. Again, watch this guy and watch the block. Incredible. Watch the block here. Then you got one more block to get here. Excellent block. Okay, so you say, well, he kind of defeats it there, but no, that guy is still going down. Can't get to him. Let's see if we can see anything else. Marcus Marshall is still kind of waiting. He's not going real fast. Gets the ball, and he trucks it on out there. What makes this play work is the dive. Everybody is just right here trying to stop the dive, and then we go outside. Excellent play. Now, if you watch what happens. We want to see this right here. I love this hit right here. Bam. And then I love this right here. Great play. Excellent play. And if you look right here, the wide receiver is still trying to do his job. So now if you look, we're not as bunched up anymore. So it's looks like they're back to the same old. I kind of wish we would have went back to the dive for this play, but we decide to rocket toss. Now I'm going to try to, one of the things I don't want to do is put any bad light on our guys who are playing. But this guy is just a beast. He is. And so we're going to go by that real quick, and you can see he defeats that block, and he's there to try to make the tackle. I think the best thing to do here was you see how he's slowing down right here. He's putting on the brakes. I think the best thing to do would be to try to keep on going. See if you can get by him versus putting on those brakes, because basically you just run right into him. Yeah, there's nothing you can do here except try to run by him. Yeah, you got a wall of people here. It's not nearly as well blocked. These two guys would have been blocked, but since they stopped because they see this guy stopping, it changes the momentum of where people need to be. We do have a decent block going on right here. And have some people downfield, but we end up losing some yards on that one. All right. So it's hard to see how this one starts right here. Go ahead and see what's going on. This guy's not stepped up. It's that 3-3 set, which I think is, this should just, doing the dive against this 3-3 is awesome. You think that would work out really well. See right here, taking this guy on the inside. Looks like two people on each person. That's what it looks like. You can look right here. He's coming up, and he's going to scrape off this guy's backside, this A-back, trying to defend this the ball carrier right here, and he does. He comes through, and that guy who would have got him right here, oh, this is so perfect. Look, gets him right there. He's trying to open this little hole for that guy to get through. Does a great job. It's perfect. This is exactly the way it's supposed to be. And so you think this guy would go out here, but that's not the guy to get. It's actually this guy. Creates a hole right there, opens the field up. Great job. Bam. Awesome play. Now, we do lose the football. But that's beside the point. I just wanted to show you a little bit. Now, this is not Marcus Marshall. Dedrick Mills came in, and you can see great vision. So he's showing a whole lot of promise for a freshman. I'm so happy he's on our team. Now, Marcus Marshall, he is fast, and I'm so happy he's there too. They're both going to be an incredible a blessing to our team this year. So I do want to show you one more series, just a little bit more to finish this out. If you're still watching. All right. Let's see here. This is that 3-3-1 setup here. Go ahead and see this guy stepped up on the line. Steps back. It's just this is a triple option right here. So in this triple option, I really believe that this guy is supposed to be, that Thomas is using this guy as a give read or keep read. And obviously he should, because this guy's just trying to get by him. Looks like he's kind of blocking him. I don't understand. I'm glad that Thomas is reading him, because this guy gets by him, and he ends up taking the B-back. So looks like Thomas is reading him. He's using the outside linebacker is normally used as the pitch right there. And then we have a good block here, but you have this darn guy right here. So, I'm glad he's, right, this guy is fast. So he's got the ball. He's got to be fast to try to get this block. It's wet grass. He ends up sliding out. So they're sliding a little bit too. And we end up making the corner because of this great block right here. We make the corner and end up making, a good, 4 yards off of this play. Maybe 3, you see here. 1, 2, 3, almost 4 yards, depending on where they mark it. So where does this guy come from? This guy can almost ruin it. It's this guy right here. And so one of the good things about this setup is, if you look right here, you see, we're taking, instead of taking out the Mike linebacker, we're taking out the second Mike linebacker. So we're kind of wasting one of our blocks there. You can see right here, this guy is supposed to go for the Mike, and he's not able to get there. But we don't have anybody to take this guy. It's like he's defended a little bit with these other guys in the way. So that's what makes that kind of setup interesting. We're still able to pull off some yards there. So 3rd and 5 is not where we want to be, but so not quite on schedule. But let's see what happens here. Timeout. I do believe the series ends right here, so we're not too much longer. Stay with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. So let's see what this ends up being. This guy steps up, steps back out. Thomas is going to keep. So look here. So something is wrong. If you look, Thomas does a check right here. He's doing a check. He's changing the play. He's changing the play. And so if you look right here, he's going, what? I can hear him saying, what was that? He's still looking over there. He's not really sure what's going on. because the play has taken off and he's looking in this direction. Let's see if we can see here. Yep, yep. You know, I don't know if he's waiting for the what do you call it? For the motion, because normally on a triple option there's a motion this direction, and there's no there's no motion count. And okay, so this is not a dive. I really believe he's looking down right here, and he's seeing this guy right here come in, and so he's going to pull it from the B back. And one of the good things is right here is the guy that he was going to pitch off of ends up not being there, so that's great. But the problem is the second guy right here, well, he's going to take him. So if you look, Thomas is actually trying to pitch. His arm's coming out, but there's no one there to pitch to. If you look, our A-back's over here. So I think this is just a case of, you know, maybe not hearing, not giving us enough time to do our motion, and this guy right here ends up taking us. You know, if Thomas takes off to the outside, I think he can beat him to the edge. I really do. But right here, I think Thomas doesn't take off to the outside because he wants to pitch it, but there's not a pitch man. So that ends up stopping this play. All right, so what do we see in this series? We got to see a little bit of Dedrick Mills there at the beginning. Did an excellent job making it through contact, possibly a little slower through the mesh. We got to see Marcus Marshall maybe a little faster through the mesh, but maybe that first contact isn't as easy for him to handle. But no doubt that when we do things right, we can move this ball. You know, Paul Johnson did exactly what he wanted to do. He ran dive, dive, dive. They all bunched up in the center, and he did a rocket toss. Now, he tried to rocket toss back to the other side, but number 2, he's a beast, and he was able to stop that. So, that's one thing. Now, I did see at the end of the game, we had a couple of our guys starting to handle number 2. I don't know if he was getting tired or if our guys just, they just bowed up and they said, no, we're not. We're gonna do what it takes to win. So I was really impressed with that. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this last series from this game. Gave you a little insight of what they say. You got to get the dive established, and we really didn't start off the game doing that, trying to get that dive established. And here, right before halftime, that was some really some good dives right there. Everybody's blocking the right people, doing the right things. Got the dive established. They all bunched in the center, did a rocket toss, and made some significant yards. Tried to go back the other way, not quite as successful, then back to the dive. And actually, we did pretty good, except for the fumble. All right. I hope you enjoyed this series, and see you next week for a breakdown of the Mercer GT game.